Hi people, it's Annelia, or you can call me IslandCurl, and today we are going to be doing some passion twists. This is my first time doing this. I watched a ton of tutorials. When I say a ton, I mean a ton. I did most of my hair off camera. Sorry, my mirror's over here. This is why I may be looking over here. I did most of my hair off camera just because... Let me put the mirror over here because I feel like I'm talking to you guys over here, but the mirror's over here. Okay. Yeah, what was I saying? I did most of my hair off camera because it was my first time. Let me tell y'all why I decided to do mini twists myself. Because I don't have time to be doing my hair every week. I don't have time to be doing my hair every day, which you shouldn't be doing your hair every day anyway. And then on top of that, my hair is shorter now. I'm not really comfortable with the length, so I want to give it time to grow out. So I'm like, what's the best way to do that? Protective styling. Am I gonna pay somebody to do it for me? No. I'm not. So I went to the magical world of YouTube and I researched tutorial after tutorial and I learned many different methods, but I did a method that I was most comfortable with that I found, and that is the method that I am going to be sharing with you guys today. I will not show you all the different methods. To be honest with you guys, it's decent for a first try, in my opinion. I got 18-inch hair, which I kind of wish I had gotten something longer, like 22 or 24 inches. There's one or two that I need to redo because they're like longer, like, I don't know if you could see that. But I can always redo that after. I just want to get my hair done. Let me show you what hair I got. I got my hair off of Amazon. Like I said, it's 18-inch and it comes in the color T1B30. That's this right here. But yeah, I got this hair off Amazon, and this is the little pamphlet. Let me just give you guys some tips. Firstly, when you're gonna do passion twists, you do not want to make your hair too straight. Like, a lot of people blow out their hair before installing the passion twist, and the thing is, it can't be too straight. It needs a little bit of texture so it could hang on to the hair. I don't think I showed you guys the actual hair out of the pack. So this is it. It's a very lightweight hair. It's very soft. It's a looser curl. You need your hair, your actual hair, to have some sort of texture to it in order for it to grip on and to hold on to that hair. After you wash and blow dry your hair, if you blow it out, then you want to moisturize it with some leave-in conditioner. This is my favorite one. You're also going to need some Shine and Jam or any kind of edge control. I prefer not to use edge controls because they melt and get greasy and ugh. I mean, this kind of does too, but I still prefer this over edge control. And a lot of people I've seen have opted to use jam or wax or something instead of gel or an edge control. So it's not that you can't use those things, it's just stuff like jam is more preferred for this hairstyle. You're going to need a crochet needle. Now, if you get the hair from the company that I got the hair from, they're gonna send a crochet needle with the hair because this hair came with a crochet needle. You are also going to need rubber bands. Ooh, I don't want to spill it. Rubber bands and some oil. Rubber bands can really pop your hair out, so you want to be careful with that, which is why you put it in the oil. Before we begin, let me tell you, when you get the hair and it comes in these little ringlets, what I did was I just took one of the ringlets out of the little hoop, and what I did was I would just run my fingers through it until it became a little, you know, not as perfect, not as defined, not as clumped. Give it a little frizz so it could be a little more natural, I guess you can say. Is this necessary or is it mandatory? No, but it is kind of like what people do. So yes, you want to, like I have here, section your hair off into as many sections as you would like. I have 3 here. And you're going to put the rubber bands in little small ponytails. You're going to take the crochet hook and you're going to slide it under. Realize that I slid the crochet needle under the rubber band and the hook is open. I'm going to take the hair at the hoop, the loop, whatever, and I'm going to place it in the hook like so. close the latch and bring the hair through. Then I'm going to open the latch, take that out. You see, I have the loop, and I'm going to take the extension hair and my natural hair that's in that one ponytail, and I'm going to take all of that, bring it through the loop. And once that hair is through the loop, you're just going to take the extension hair and you're going to pull it. Now I know that can look a bit confusing because you have all this hair everywhere. Let me clip this other section out of the way. I forgot this part. When you're putting your hair in the little ponytails, you want to add jam on that so it could be sleek and slick. And also, so that your hair can blend in with the extension hair a little more, you're going to take some of that jam and you're going to split the hair in half, split the extension hair in half, and you're going to start twisting. I like to twist tightly. And you want to be careful that the ends of the hair is not getting like twisted or tangled while you're twisting the top. You want to twist kind of tightly at the root where your actual hair is. And then once you get down far enough, you start to pull up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pull. And you don't have to do it every 5 twists. You could pull every however many twists you want to. Like I said, be careful that the hair is not tangling at the ends as you're twisting. So while I'm doing this, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I will probably try another method next time, just because sometimes it can be difficult to hide the rubber band when doing this method. Another way of doing this method is just not using the rubber bands and braiding your actual natural hair an inch down, and then doing the same crochet method that we used in this method. So it's basically the same method, except you're not using rubber bands. You're gonna braid the hair instead. I'm gonna try that when I reach the top and see how it works out, because I really want to see if it makes a difference. I'm not sure I'm a fan of, like, sometimes the rubber band might show. Because my hair is really dark, it kind of camouflages the rubber band, so that's not a big deal to me, but you just never know. Some people may prefer to not have the rubber band showing whether their hair is dark enough to camouflage it or not. I feel sorry for those girls who have the 22 and the 24 inches because they have so much longer hair to twist. I may be one of those girls next time. Oh, by the way, by the time I'm done with this hairstyle, I would have only used 3 packs. Actually 2.5. But then again, my head is very small. Let's just, keep that in mind. And then I did these a little bigger. And I used a whole curl instead of like pulling this one curl in half and using half and half. To make it the twist thinner and smaller, skinnier, whatever. Hold that thought. When you reach the end, some people like to curl it, like coil it around their finger, or use perm rods or flexi rods to curl the ends. Some people just leave it. I leave it. And then I kind of just tug on it a bit. Not too hard, because this is the front of your hair. You don't want to be pulling out baby hairs and whatnot. So I just tug on it a little bit just to stretch it out, and bam! Now see, on this one, the rubber band is showing a bit, and that's what I don't like. So I'm gonna try, when I get up top here, I'm gonna try the other method of braiding it. Because this is the front of my hair, I'm a little more concerned about the rubber band showing. I don't care about them showing in the back.
I was good on my own, that's the way it was. That's the way it was. You was good on the low for a favor. Love. Shit, what the fuck you complaining for? Feeling jaded up. Used to trip off that shit I was kicking to you. Had some fun on the run, though I give it to you. But baby, don't get it twisted. You was just another nigga on the hit list. Tryna fix any issues with a bad bitch. Didn't they tell you that I was a savage?
Okay, so we've reached the front of my hair. And what we're gonna do... There we go. We're trying without the elastic bands this time, right? That's what we're doing, right? Right. Okay. And then we are going to braid. You're only braiding an inch down. That's more than an inch, but whatever. You're gonna take the crochet needle. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Then separate the hair. I actually like that better. I like that better. It's more natural. Makes me want to do this side over because this side has elastic bands. But I'm just gonna leave it because I'm not doing that over. So anyway, y'all, back to this hair. The package that I got had 7 packs in it, but depending on how big your head is, you might need more or less, or if how big you want your passion twist, you might end up using more hair. I actually can do my hair twice out of these 7 packs because I have so much hair left over. I have like 3 or 4 packs left over. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 packs, 3.5 packs left. So I definitely can do this hairstyle again using that same hair. I don't think I'm gonna put elastic bands on this side. Things that I will consider for next time, I'm gonna do a better job at parting my hair evenly. Because when you're at the top, if you have a lot of hair, it's gonna be bulky at the top. And if you have less hair in your next ponytail next to that, then it's gonna be skinnier at the top and then your hair is gonna look uneven. So you wanna make sure part evenly. If you want a thicker passion twist, use more hair. If you want skinnier or thinner passion twist, use less hair. What else? What other tip can I say that I've learned from doing this? I just learned one. This method is better than using a rubber band while crocheting. I saw somebody did do that and I heard them say that it's more secure. So I think that's what made me want to do that particular method. But I do think braiding the hair and crocheting the extensions in is the better choice. I'm so angry that I discovered that doing this is the better option when I'm basically done. And I have like 2 more left to go. I'm upset. But whatever. Like I also said, next time I'm gonna get a longer hair, longer inches. I'm gonna get longer hair. I'm gonna get probably 22 or 24 because this is such an odd length. It is such an odd length. I'm going to finish up this hair and come back to you guys. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished result. Like I said before, definitely a very good first attempt, and I do plan on doing this hairstyle again, and I plan on doing it better next time. So probably I'll keep this in 2 weeks to a month, maybe. But yeah, that is all for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye, y'all.